The following contest is a fatal four-way match and is for the Internet's Television Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the Terrors, from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 251 pounds, the Hunter. And introducing the challenger, representing the Syndicate, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, Russ S.
Bonk! I suck!
I'm smart now!
First off, our balls hit each other.
And introducing the challenger, representing the Syndicate, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 241 pounds, Mr. Cool!
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
And introducing the champion, representing the good guys, from wherever he wants, weighing in at 220 pounds.
Mama don't like tattletales.
Television champion, Jimmy Zazz.
All right, we're back for part 2 of tonight's Consequence major event. We're back live on Kick as well for those that were watching over there, and it's time for our television title matchup, Fatal 4-Way. We've got Mr. Coke, Roxas, and Feats in the ring to try to take the television title away from Jimmy Zazz. But speaking of Jimmy Zazz, what is he wearing tonight? Did Jimmy Zazz go heel on us tonight? What the heck is going on? He's not in his traditional red and white. He's in black and yellow, black and yellow. Is this what Jimmy Zazz thinks of having to put his title on the line against 3 challengers, 2 of which are former champions? He went completely oddlaw, you know, Waldo's arch nemesis, oddlaw. Yeah, he went complete oddlaw tonight. And look at Mr. Coke. He just threw a stick in the ring, but it got caught on the ropes. But yes, we are on the next title match of the night here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. This time it's for the Twitch.tv Television Championship. Roxas has had the belt. Mr. Coke has had the belt. And Jimmy Zazz is a 2-time champion. And why is Jimmy Zazz stuck on the ring apron? It's almost like that match from earlier with Feats and, or not Feats, but Buttons and, what is going on with Jimmy Zazz? Why is his AI spazzing out? This is almost like what happened before with Buttons and Aiden Gallagher. What is happening? Why is his AI freaking out? Look at Roxas. He's walking the tightrope. Mr. Coke and Jimmy Zazz seem to be broken or something. I don't know what's happening. Mr. Coke unbroke himself, though, and he's back in the ring. I don't know what Jimmy Zazz is doing on the outside. Is he just pretending to not be there so we don't see him? I've never seen this before. Why is he just stood out there, not doing anything? Is he stuck on a weapon or something? What is happening with Jimmy Zazz right now? Meanwhile, everybody else is still... Well, Roxas just tried to throw a stick at him. Maybe Roxas can fix him with cheat codes. Can Roxas unbreak Jimmy Zazz here? No, he's still glued to the barricade on the outside. Should we just restart the match then? Because obviously Jimmy Zazz is broken. This is 2K, by the way, everybody. 2K. The same game that completely crashes my entire computer. WW2K, keep on keeping on, brothers, over at 2K. Good work, everybody on the 2K team. This is exactly what we want every year. Right here, look at this. Jimmy Zazz, stuck in place. What a game, what a game. Let's restart. Gotta love it, friends. Gotta love it. All right, let's try this again. This time maybe without the 2K2King. As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of 2K games right now. They're fantastic. They're great. They never break. They never bug. They never glitch out. They never crash my entire system. No, 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 no. That would never happen. I would like to see, I know Bethesda is known as Bugthesda, but I've always said that I'd love to see Bethesda take over the WWE games just to see what they would be like. Can you imagine a Bethesda developed WWE game moving on into the future? I think it'd be absolutely fantastic. There'd be funny bugs and stuff, but it'd be funny bugs. It wouldn't be like aggravating bugs and glitches and stuff. I think, I don't know. This is coming from a person that's just kind of sick and tired of the crashes and the bugs from 2K on these games. We've seen it all. Last year was even worse. At least this game actually runs right now. You know, my system, it can run Ghost Recon Wildlands at the highest settings. Oh, and Jimmy Zazz and Coke are glitched out again. Oh, did he fix himself? I don't know. We can run, Helldivers 2. We can run Ghost Recon Wildlands at the highest settings, But, 2K, WWE 2K, no. Can't handle that game. No. Are we stuck? Are we still stuck on the outside, or are we fixed? I don't know yet. I'm so loosey-goosey now that I'm anxious about everything now moving forwards. I'm expecting my system to crash again at any moment now because this is such a wonderful game. Todd Howard presents 2K26. I'd be down. Good night, everybody. All right, Vampire Witch She-Devil, thanks for dropping by. I will check your DMs on Discord later. Thanks for coming by. All right, we got Coke with a pin on Feats in the ring. Jimmy Zazz is broke again, I guess. Fuck's sake. Is he... Oh, there's the twisting bottoms up Coke breaker on Feats. Almost gets a 3. Why is it Jimmy Zazz twice that freaks out in the match? He's like glued to the barricade. I don't understand. This obviously isn't fair to the person behind Jimmy Zazz, which is Zazarus. Oh, did he unstick? No, he's still stuck. What a broken, buggy piece of crap. All right. This is what we're going to do. We're going to change this. We're just going to change this to an over-the-top battle royal. So bear with me 1 second. We're just going to change the rules of this match. Hopefully my whole system doesn't crash again. Wow, St. Jude just double bot posted that. St. Jude, you need to calm down. I love you, St. Jude, but dang. What is you doing, St. Jude? Spamming. All right. Let's just change this up here because that obviously was not what we wanted. We're just going to change the rules on this just to be able to do what we want to do here tonight. Okay. Yep. Glitch match. Yep, Jimmy Zazz was stuck in the front row and he would not move. Wait, hold on. We can turn this off too. All right, let's try this again. If I crash, I'll see you in 15 minutes. No. All right, here we go. The title is still on the line. We still have 4 people. Don't worry. The only difference is this is now an over-the-top rope battle royal. So instead of this just being a match where everyone just wrestles all over the place, we are now stuck inside the ring. You cannot leave the ring. And one by one, people will get eliminated by being thrown over the top rope. Just think of a 4-man Royal Rumble match, basically. The last man standing will be the champion. Whether it's Jimmy Zazz, Mr. Coke, Roxas, or Feats. And look at Roxas here, putting Feats against the ropes, trying to eliminate him first. And, Roxas in trouble. Of course, this camera does not zoom in on that. Okay, Roxas still in the match. Again, there are no pinfalls, no submissions in this match. People will get thrown out of the ring to be eliminated. Feats in big trouble here. Well, oh, look at Coke and Roxas. Coke and Roxas working together. Coke and Roxas working together. Are they going to get Feats? Are they going to get Feats? No, Feats hangs on. Look at that. Coke and Roxas working together to try to eliminate Feats. The Coke and Roxas dream team is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if they were smart, they'd try to get rid of Jimmy Zazz immediately, and then they could fight amongst themselves for who's going to be the new champion. Because right now, Jimmy Zazz, as long as he's in there, could still walk out still the champion. Exactly, Eagles Fly. Yeah, you're not missing much. Between the game completely crashing my entire system and then the AI being stupid. Yeah. The game 95% of the time is great. And then yeah, it's 2K. But I think starting next year, I'm gonna go console. I'm just sick of it crashing my entire system. Like I said, Ghost Recon Wildlands, fine. Helldivers 2, fine. Name any game, fine. WWE 2K, no. You got to have a GTX 99,000 to run that. No. Uh-oh, Coke's in trouble. No! Mr. Coke eliminated first, courtesy of Feats. No, Coke will not be winning the title belt tonight. And then there were 3. So it'll be Jimmy Zazz still walking out your champion. Roxas with the belt or Feats with the belt. Who will win here tonight for the TV title, the Twitch.tv title? Roxas turning Jimmy Zazz inside out with the face buster, finishing maneuver. And now working on Feats, going to try to eliminate him so that Roxas, all he has left is the champion to deal with. Uh-oh, Feats was getting a little taunty there. Oh, look at Roxas in the corner. Pummeling away. Jimmy Zazz, Acai moonsault, a little risky there in a match where you have to be thrown over the ropes. Doing a little bit of high risk. Oh, here comes that Roxas special. Look at this, slappy. No cheat codes were involved in the usage of that maneuver, by the way. Sending Feats into the corner. Roxas now trying to eliminate Feats over the ropes to the outside. A little bit of payback for him eliminating Mr. Coke. Can he do it? Uh-oh. Rox is trying to... No, Feats will hang on. Here comes Jimmy Zazz. Oh, a kick to the face. And now Feats on the champion. Just slams him into the ring mat. Followed by a headbutt. Vicious. And now Feats sending Roxas into the corner. Puts him up on the top rope. Uh-oh. This could be really bad in a match type like this. Oh, wow. Just yeets him off the top. Feats in complete control right now. Tries for the leaping leg drop, but Roxas rolls out of the way. Hits a drop kick of his own. Oh. Jimmy Zazz in his Oddlaw attire here tonight. Repping his Oddlaw attire for the first time tonight. Look at Roxas walking the ropes. Limit break. Someone cue the FF7 music. But Feats going to take advantage here. Backdrop on an unsuspecting Roxas as we're down to these last three for the Twitch.tv television title. Here comes Feats. Oh, knees Roxas right in the face. That could have broke his nose. Uh-oh. Feats sending Roxas over the ropes. No, Roxas. Double feet up, saving himself in an inverted Frankensteiner from the champion, Jimmy Zazz, onto Feats. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Roxas. And what do you know? Roxas is in the match. Look at that. We all believe in Roxas. Uh-oh. Champion in trouble. Can Roxas eliminate the champion? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Nope. Jimmy Zazz staying in the match. Uh-oh, Feats now hanging on for dear life there. And Jimmy Zazz getting fired up. Trying to keep his title against three potential challengers. But what turned out into an impromptu different change of match style, because 2K's great and totally doesn't bug out or crash or break in any capacity whatsoever, has actually turned out to be a pretty good match here in this over-the-top battle royal. Meanwhile, AzurRayne staring into our souls in the background, judgingly at every single one of you, licking his finger. He's got ketchup on his fingers. At least I hope that's ketchup. I'm just assuming that's ketchup. But it's AzurRayne, you never know. Could be any kind of substance that you can think of. I don't want to think about it.
You look
Jimmy
cute
Zazz.
when you eat those fries.
Yep. It's almost like he's eating those fries back there. Look at AzurRayne with his green eyes. Follow-away slam from Feats. Roxas in a bad spot right there. Nice backbreaker from the champion, Jimmy Zazz, who's usually in the red and white stripes, Waldo style, but has decided to turn heel tonight. Oh, look at that. Feats completely throws the champion out. And Feats has, uh-oh, you don't want to do that, Feats. Oh, no, if Roxas dumps him out. Roxas, you had a job, Roxas. You had a job, Roxas. Why? You had an ultimate opening there to just throw him Feats out. Roxas does not capitalize. But look at that. We will have a new... Oh, no! Oh, we've got a new champion. Feats winning his first title belt in CPW. Feats, his first title belt. He has just won his first title in CPW by throwing not only Jimmy Zazz out of the ring, but also throwing Roxas plumb over the top ropes. And Feats, the hunter, the trophy hunter, the Dino Crisis trophy Dino hunter, can add his television, Twitch.tv television CPW title next to all his trophies and rewards, next to his Dino Crisis speedruns, his T-Rex skulls, his Raptor skulls from Tomb Raider 3, his Regina Shepherd head that he has mounted on his wall, and now a title belt for the first time in CPW. As we see the slappies from Roxas onto Jimmy Zazz just to frustrate him. And it came down to this. Feats, the one person in this match who had never actually had the belt around his waist before, walks out your winner and the new champion. And now I feel like more than ever, this title division between these four is even in more disarray than where we started tonight with this match, because I could have seen it be more organized and orchestrated had any of the other three won, but it was Feats, the person who had never won, that actually wins. So what the heck happens now with this division with all four of these individuals? I don't know. It's in complete disarray right now. But one thing's for sure, there it is. Feats, your new Twitch.tv television champion here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. His first title belt.
Champion, the
And we get a raid from Q again. Thank you so much, Q, for the raid. You're right in the middle of our major event for the month of April. By the way, there's a huge rainstorm outside on a thunderstorm here in Oklahoma. So if my power goes out, it's either 2K being stupid and crashing my whole system again, or my power went out. So flip a coin. It's one or the other. So just FYI, hopefully neither one happens again for the rest of the night. If we can get through this rest of the show good. But here we go. Tag team 2-on-2 steel cage match coming up right now.
The following contest is a tag team steel cage match. Introducing first, representing the Empire of Pain, from wherever she wants, Ali Shaw. From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 239 pounds, Miles Wildman. iconic duo.
All right, we've got ourselves quite the match here. This is a feud that's been going on for so long. Definitely coming into feud of the year category territory between Miles and Linky. We've seen them in ambulance matches, backstage brawls, and now we've got ourselves a steel cage match here, 2-on-2, where Linky, who went back into his kingdom to find somebody to help him with his Miles problem, and he came back with Connie, the magical girl from his kingdom, the Hyrulean kingdom. And he brought her here to CPW to help him out, to get some backup here against Miles, who is also recruited here in-house from CPW, Alicia and Jennifer, and the trifecta now known as the Miles Madness. They're starting their own trifecta of, well, madness. Linky just trying to bring Miles back to normal. You know, he's psychotic, he's insane now. He's got the madness, and Linky, look at that, nice lariat, taking them both down. Miles and Alicia trapped inside the steel cage. Linky's just trying to be the good guy here, the hero, and try to do the good thing to try to cure Miles of his ailment. But it seems as though Miles just does not want to be cured. He loves this new look, his new direction in life here at CPW. He's really digging his heels into this new personality, and he doesn't want help. As Alicia climbs up the side of the cage here, looks like Connie was going in after her, but Miles pulls her down, and Miles going to stop Linky from getting is Alicia just going to try to escape the cage here? This might be a short night for Alicia. Looks like is she going to do it? She's already up and over, and Alicia's out of here. I don't know if this is a story in which Alicia was just trying to help save the match, but she also ditched on Miles early, leaving him in there alone with Linky and Connie. So now it's a 2-on-1 scenario. But as it stands right now, Connie was kind of glitched on the side of the cage, so that was weird. But Alicia, very short work of this cage match tonight. Up and over she goes, and she is already out of this match. So while Miles only needs to get himself out of the cage match now to win this 2-on-2 matchup, he is now in a 2-on-1 situation here. He is in a handicap match. So while it's good, it's also bad. So that's the kind of strategery you got to look at when going into a match like this. And maybe because Alicia and Miles came out separately and not together, maybe they just didn't go over the full game plan like Linky and apparently Connie did here. But Miles doing a good job right here of turning away Linky and Connie, so you can't hold it too much against them. Despite being at 2-on-1 odds, he's doing a good job of fending them both off right now. Okay, it's going to be Connie's turn to the magical girl. I wonder if she can utilize her fairy wings to climb up the cage faster. Maybe she can fly up and over, perhaps. Oh, she's up to the very top. Is she going to just try to escape and leave this thing down to brass tacks, which is Linky v. Miles? It looks like she's going to try to. And Linky took Miles down, stunned him down on the ring mat, and it looks like Connie is going to fly out of here. Miles needs to get up. He is down and out in the middle of the ring. Is Linky going to try to escape, or is he going to jump off the top of Death Mountain here? No, it looks like he's trying to escape. Miles might be trying to go after him here. Can he catch him in time? And he is. Look at that. Connie is out. So the two ladies have escaped the cage, leaving it down to Linky versus Miles, the way it should be, the way it started, the way it originated right here. These two, as I said, have fought in ambulance matches. They fought in the backstage. They fought in the parking lot. And now they are inside a cage here at Consequence. And we'll see if it seems like Miles always seems to have the upper hand over Linky. Can Linky actually overcome the madness of Miles tonight and win in this cage match? And the cage, you know, keeps people out, but also keeps people in. So, you know, Miles doesn't have to worry about people coming in. Linky doesn't have to worry about Jennifer coming on and interrupting these plans. Miles going for the big high-risk elbow, but Linky moved out of the way. And look at that rupee roll cutter. Rupee roll stunner. I guess you could call that the rupee cutter. By Linky, connects right on the button on Miles, who is down. Linky looking real good tonight. He must have taken a few potions before he came out here to battle inside this giant cage structure. Miles once again down and out on the mat as you see Alicia and Connie looking on from outside the cage. Now Linky could make a moment here or just simply try to escape the cage, and it looks like he's just going to try to escape the cage. Man, someone could really make a huge moment here tonight on CPW and go all the way off the top of the cage for a huge, phenomenal moment, but so far that has not happened. We saw that back at War Games a few months back when it was Spinny, the women's champion, jumping off the top of the cage and landing on top of Celestia. A moment I'll never forget. That was a huge moment for sure. So maybe we might see that here in this match. We'll see. They have tried to escape the cage numerous times, but this match will continue on. There are no pins, no submissions. The only way to win is to escape this hellhole, this structure of pain. As Linky and Miles do battle once again, this rivalry and the feud that has gone on for several months here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling for sure. And we've got a reset from Deputy Dog. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you've been well, my dude. My Streamlabs alerts are not working for subs for some reason. I don't know if it's a global problem or a me problem, but regardless, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for resubbing. And anyone else who has resubbed tonight, thank you. Linky climbing to the top of the cage. Is he going to make a moment, a Linky moment? No. Looks like he's just going to simply focus on trying to win this thing. And Miles is up to his feet, so he's going to stop him from escaping the cage. Uh-oh. Linky with some feet to Miles' head, and he's going to resume trying to climb out of the cage over the top. Is he going to win this thing? Miles needs to hurry up and get up and stop him. Uh-oh. Linky might be out of here, I think, ladies and gentlemen. I think Miles was just a split second too late, a tad too late, if you get what I'm saying. And Linky, next to Connie, has just won this 2-on-2 cage match. And there you go. Linky walks out with a victory, something he needed here against Miles. It's about time. Linky fires back with a big win in this rivalry between the two. And now my question is, how is this thing going to end? Where are we going to see the finish between Linky versus Miles now that you have Connie involved, Alicia involved, Jennifer involved, all these new faces involved in this thing? There's got to be some kind of match to finish this thing once and for all between these two, because I don't think this cage match tonight quite did it, although Linky definitely needed a win in his pocket, in his pouch, and he got it here tonight.
Here are your winners, Ling and the Princess, the iconic duo.
All right, coming up next, it's time for our next title match of the night. And this time, it's time for the ladies to step it up. We saw what happened last Tuesday, and it was incredible. The links Celestia went through to make it here tonight. I'm suspecting a great match here between these two. Let's get it on. No way. Look at Spinny. Look at Spinny. Oh, from behind. What the heck? Spinny already out here, coming from the crowd. No entrance from the women's champion tonight. She was already out here hiding behind the steel steps and ambushed Celestia on her way to the ring, but it looked like it might have backfired. I can't believe that. I would not expect that from Spinny to do such a thing, to ambush her challenger for the CPW Women's Championship, to hide behind the steel steps and ambush her like that. That is, I would not have expected that in a million years. After what Celestia proved last Tuesday by winning that, what was it, a 6-women's elimination match? That was one hell of a match, probably one of the best matches I've seen in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling last Tuesday. If you were there, you know the match I'm talking about. Everybody loved and enjoyed that match. Celestia walking out the winner of it to earn her right to be here tonight for a women's title shot against Spinny, and I guess Spinny took offense to that and tried to ambush her in the middle of her entrance, but it has certainly backfired as Celestia is here to win the belt and bring it back. As we know, Celestia is our first ever Croakitoad Pro Wrestling Women's Champion. The referee holding her back. There's only been 2 women's champions so far in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling, and you're looking at them, Celestia being the first, Spinny being the second, and she has had a massive clinging onto that women's championship as Spinny. Every time that belt is up for grabs, she has successfully walked out decisively, still the champion. But this is how the first champion lost her belt, right here in this situation. So can she win it back? That is the question of the night for this particular match. Celestia had all the momentum going into this thing, and look at that springboard Hurricane Rana. Celestia immediately kicks up to her feet, goes straight for the pinfall here on the champion, and gets a 2 count on Spinny. Celestia trying to go for the toe kick. And Spinny counters it, forearm smash to the side of the head. Celestia getting crunched into the breadbasket there by the women's champ. And I know there's a lot of ladies in the backstage area that would chomp at the bit to have this opportunity tonight for the women's title. Many of whom were involved in that match last Tuesday. Didn't quite come out the winner in that thing, but definitely looking eagerly to the result of this, whether Celestia wins her belt back or Spinny retains. Oh my God, where was Celestia going? Going for an axe handle to the outside of the ring. There was literally nobody. That maybe she saw a ghost, and she does it again. She must be seeing ghosts, phasmophobia ghosts on the outside of the ring or something. She is targeting invisible people because Spinny was not even close to that area. All right, here we go. Celestia now. Oh, look at this. Nice lucha moves from Celestia, using the top rope to her advantage. But Spinny catches the toe kick. Here's the lockup. Reverse Irish whip over the ropes, and Spinny gets plowed to the outside of the ring, and now we're on the outside of the ring. And now I'm immediately nervous because now this is where the game glitches all the time. Because 2K gonna 2K. Celestia taunting the fans here tonight in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the site of tonight's event called Consequence, a love letter to AzurRayne, who will be competing in our main event in the Kefkat's Tower match against Nathan Moore for the International Championship. And oh my goodness gracious, we've got a second hype train tonight. Oh, and the NWO for what? Okay, that worked. Why is half this crap not working right now? What is going on? Thank you so much, Zach, for the 5 gifted subs. That's fantastic. Let me see if this will work if I do it. We got a count going. Please get in the ring. We don't want this in.
The following announcement has
All
been paid for by the New World Order.
All right, there we go. We got the NWO for you. We got it redeemed in there. But thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Celestia with a pin on Spinny. New World Order, brothers. New World Order for life.
Just run out.
And some biddies from Deputy Dog. And another 5 gifted drop. I'm seeing the bits alert, but the sub alert's not working. I don't know what is going on with Streamlabs right now. But holy crap, that's 10 gifted subs, and we're in a level 2 hype train. Actually, a level 3 hype train now here on Twitch on Croakitoad. Thank you so much, everyone. Spinny, the women's champion, has gotten busted open, by the way. She is leaking blood from her forehead. Celestia, oh my God, look at this move. Oh my God, brainbuster on the top turnbuckle pad by the women's champion on the Celestia, but she's going to power out. A bleeding women's champion, Spinny. Devastating maneuver there in the corner on Celestia. Now she's got a finisher locked in. Here comes Spinny Dragon suplex into the bridge. That's how she won the belt from Celestia to begin with. Is she going to do it again? 2? No, Celestia powers out before the 3. Thank you so much, Zach, for those 10 gifted subs. I do appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Well, I'll have to investigate and figure out why the sub alerts are not working right now. I left over the weekend for work. I came back and they just weren't working. So I don't know what the hell happened while I was gone, but I will be investigating that after tonight. But thank you so much. It's still very much appreciated. Thank you to anyone who has resubbed, gift subbed, or thrown bits tonight. I do appreciate it. And the $150 to St. Jude Children's Hospitals that we raised, bring us to $500 of 1,000, 50% of the way. Top rope, 450 elbow drop from Celestia, right on the button. 2. No, close. She almost won it. Look how close that was. Celestia can't believe it. I can't believe it. She was a millisecond away from winning the women's title again for the 2nd time. Away from Spinny. What a great match this has been. I knew it was going to be. Spinny with blood coming down the right side of her forehead. I think she's got a cut above her right eyebrow. Going for the leg DDT, trying to isolate Celestia and remove some of those high-flying moves away from her arsenal here in this women's title match here at CPW. Thank you again for the biddies there, Deputy Dog. Think you got enough quarterbacks in Cleveland this season there, Deputy Dog? You got about 18 of them. Celestia now using the corner to her advantage, pointing at the women's champion, doing a little taunting, and look at this. Running knee drop into the face of Spinny, the women's champion, who wisely rolls out of the ring because she knew Celestia was going to go high risk here. Celestia might still be able to capitalize. Kick to the face. Oh no, Spinny steps out of the way, Samoa Joe style. And now kicks the leg out from underneath her. Spinny now going for the quickie roll-up here. Uh-oh, La Maestro, great almost gets the 3 count. Oh yeah, I know you're a Cowboys fan, but I know where you're from too. So I didn't know if you know, were keeping tabs on that. Yeah, I know you're a boys fan. Women's title match continuing on. I had a feeling that this match was going to be probably one of the best matches that we were going to see tonight, and it is so far has not disappointed at all. The ladies of CPW are fantastic. And there's another dragon suplex for the champion. Look at that bridge, and she gets it. Spinny comes out on top out of nowhere. Dragon suplex on a very hard-fought battle between Celestia and Spinny. These two, I don't care. They could fight each other 20 times, and every time I think they're going to put down a match of the night candidate for sure. And after what Celestia went through last Tuesday to earn herself a right to come into this match, I think all respect and hats off has to go to Celestia 100%. And of course, to Spinny, who just retained her belt and still is only the second ever CPW women's champion. Celestia tried and came up so many times, just milliseconds away from winning her title back and becoming only the second person, or only the first person to win the women's title twice ever. But it was Spinny who just had her number tonight. There's the dragon suplex right there that got the job done. Or at least the first one. Celestia able to kick out of that one. She'd be feeling the second one a little bit later. As we see highlights of this match, Celestia using a little bit of lucha moves there, using the springboard. And again, this is where I thought it was going to end right here. Look at that crazy 450 elbow from Celestia off the top rope. I thought that was going to be it. I think everybody thought that was going to be it. Right there, and Celestia would have the women's title back again. But there it is right there. Spinny hitting the dragon suplex, one of her patented moves, and gets the 3 count on Celestia. Still your women's champion. Impressive faction. Spinny, still women's champion. I'm honestly surprised that wasn't a 5-star match. That should have been a 5-star match, but close enough, I guess. Spinny's still the women's champion. All right, we're down to the last couple of matches left on our night tonight. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out despite the cutoff in between. But we got a huge match here as it pertains to the tag team division here at CPW. This is going to be a big match. Let's get it on.
The following contest is a fatal four-way tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 680 pounds, Welsh the Monster and Angus Kong, the Bludgeon Brothers.
Tad's still wearing nothing but his whitey tighties. I need some eye bleach.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 253 pounds, Brad Victor.
So Evan's not going to come out to the ring with Jen, okay, in this match where they're basically being forced to be on a tag team. We're so used to seeing them fight each other so much. It's going to be interesting to see how well they do together as a team here tonight against all these other experienced teams. Here comes the partner of Brad Vickers, Jen Von Lee, with her black baseball bat. These two are so used to fighting one another. I am really curious to see how well they do tonight in this 4-way tag team match. And of course, you can't mention the tag team division in CPW without mentioning the tag team champions themselves. Morsel is pink tonight.
Combined weight of 477 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, Mr. Ken Todd and Morse Earl, vicious and delicious.
Is the inside of Morsel's mouth glowing? I don't want to know. Okay, here we go. We've got, oh my God, the ring is completely jam-packed. And we've got 4 tag teams. Well, I guess 3.5 tag teams. If you want to count Brad Vickers and Jen Von Lee as a team, do so if you may, but they're definitely not an experienced tag team as compared to the other ones, that's for sure. This match is certainly stacked. Oh, Morsel apparently went out of the ring and has already got himself a weapon. Asterio working on Jen Von Lee. We got Welsh Mosher going after Morsel. Mr. Cantot slapping the back of Brad Vickers. And we got Tad Peters going for a powerbomb on Jen Von Lee. Oh, my goodness. And then continues with a springboard dropkick to Mr. Cantot. This match is going to be 180,000 miles. Oh, God. Tad's about to get overhead press slammed by Anubis Khan. Mr. Cantot now. Well, he was going to try to go for something, and now, no! Morsel going for the pin on Tad Peters, and I think the smile on Tad's face said it all there. Jesus, can you imagine a rivalry between Morsel and Tad? What would that be? Oh my God, Morsel just went full suicide dive on the outside of the ring there. Meanwhile, Jen and Ash have been on each other since the ring of the bell. Very interesting pair up here between Ash Stereo and Jen Von Lee. They have basically been at each other's throats since the start of the match. We got Tad working on Evan on the outside. Morsel's out there. Hopefully he's not glitched out next to the ring. Mr. Cantot and Welsh Mosher duking it out. And now Asterio, look at the strength of Asterio, able to hoist Anubis Khan up and hit him with that maneuver. Another kendo stick has joined the ring. I think Morsel is, in fact, glitched on the outside of the ring. And I believe OG Brad Vickers might also be glitched as well. No, he's not. He fixed himself. Morsel, I believe, is in fact glitched on the outside of the ring. We'll see if he corrects himself. Maybe I will go over and correct him. Maybe not. Well, Asterial's looking at him. There's a steel chair in the ring now. There is so much going on in this match. Oh, Welsh Mosher going for a pin on Jin Von Lee. But it's broken up. Mr. Cantot's got the stick. Looks like Tad Peters going for a capture plex on Anubis Khan. Morsel is just out. Look at Ash and Jin Von Lee still going after one another. Morsel is just taunting the fans in the front row at this rate. And OG Brad Vickers is about to get hit with a zombie maker from Tad Peters. Asterial with a pin on Jin Von Lee there. But Mr. Cantot breaks it up. I think other participants of this match are just kind of wondering what Morsel is doing, just standing out there next to the fans here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, just ignoring the match, really. As Asterial, oh my God, look at Asterial. Oh my God, she's got Anubis Khan up. Oh my God. Oh my God, she's gonna, oh. The Ash tight, and there she goes for the pin. There she goes for the pin on Anubis Khan, and almost gets the win with it. She almost got the pin off of the Ash tide, off the top rope onto Anubis Khan. The strength, the power of Asterial to be able to do such a thing, unbelievable. And the fact that she went for, quote unquote, that pin on Anubis Khan. And look at Anubis Khan returning the favor back to Asterial, but only gets a 1 count. Ooh, Tad Peters meets a roadblock of Anubis Khan inside the ring. Jin working on Welsh Mosher. Mr. Contot's got a stick on the outside. No doubt he probably loves the fact that Jin Von Lee and Asterial are in this match. I think he's finally noticing his partner Morsel has been glued to the front row at the bottom of the screen and not moving, not participating in this matchup. Asterial's going for a muscle flex on Welsh Mosher. Jin Von Lee and Asterial once again hooking it up. Oh, what the heck was that? Asterial just got sprayed by the ancient Egyptian mist of Anubis Khan there. She just got sprayed in the face, and we've got all kinds of people on the outside of the ring now. Just, I feel like they're going to start doing the YMCA on the outside there or something. Oh, and Tad Peters gets stiff with a pile driver. Uh-oh, he's going for the pin. Mr. Canton on Tad Peters, but he's able to raise a shoulder up. Yeah, Morsel is completely detached from this match at this rate, and OG Brad Vickers seems to be caught in the distraction as well here. And Ash and Jin Von Lee again pinpointing each other out of everybody in this match. Ooh, a kick to the side of the head. I think Ash is also bleeding, by the way. I think she's got a cut from inside her mask. Tad Peters now using the ring ropes to go for a cheap pin here on Mr. Cantot. But it does not work. Yeah, OG Brad Vickers and Morsel are just... Oh my God, Asterial just got launched by Anubis Khan with the big hammer blow, and he almost got the win there. Quickie roll up from Mr. Canton onto Tad Peters, but Welsh Mosher makes the save that time. Jin Von Lee with a ripcord knee to the face of Anubis Khan. And here comes Mr. Canton, reverse atomic drop on Welsh Mosher. Tad gonna try to go for a springboard and connects on one half of the tag champs. I think, you know, this kind of makes sense for OG Brad Vickers, considering he probably is not an active participant of this team with Jin Von Lee, but Morsel, I don't know what's going on with him, other than the fact he's probably just trolling the fans in the front row for this match. And now, Tad Peters now going to join the trolling here at the bottom of the screen as they just completely eliminate themselves from this matchup. Nice move there, backdrop there from Ash, pulling Jin Von Lee in. Anubis Khan getting squashed in the corner. Mr. Cantot now getting hooked up here. Oh, and there is the rear naked choke from Ashteria. She's won matches with that, but Anubis Khan is there to make the save. Well, at this rate, we've only got, well, looks like Tad has become undistracted on the outside. That's good. We've got two teams that are down 50% just because of the troll. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God, Jin Von Lee just getting choked out of her mind here by Anubis Khan. She's not touching the floor at all, and that's gonna be it? Is that it? Anubis Khan has just completely choked the life out of Jin Von Lee, and she could probably blame this loss to RAJI Brad Vickers, who immediately went out of the ring and started jabber-jawing with the front row with the fans next to Morsel, and, you know, forced Jin Von Lee to have to fight this battle by herself. One half of the team not helping whatsoever. And you could also say the same for Morsel as well, as there you see Ash hitting that huge move on Anubis Khan and going for that pin and nearly got it if it weren't for OG Brad Vickers. So at least he did his part there. But you can see Morsel, even as early in this match, just completely out of the match whatsoever. I'm wondering how that's going to affect the union between Morsel and Mr. Cantot, knowing that Morsel was completely disillusioned by the match and distracted by the fans in this thing. This four-way tag team match. That was a nice move there by Mr. Cantot. And this is how it ended right here. Anubis Khan of the Titans able to pick up the win and come out victorious here, just choking the life out of Jin Von Lee. And there you go. The big men, the monsters of CPW have done it.
And Angus Khan, the Bludgeon Brothers.
All right, it is time for our semi-main event of the evening. And we have never seen this match type before. This is a first time ever here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling in what is called a Bloodlines Rules match between the World Heavyweight Champion Grem and RAJI.
The following is scheduled for
Apparently,
and will be contested under Bloodline Rules.
maybe the ring announcer will enlighten us.
From Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at
I am actually unsure of what the rules are for a match like this. But apparently, we're going to be seeing some people in the backstage that have a little bit of a skin in the game when it comes to the world title come out. And we're actually going to see interference. You know, usually when we see outside interference, it's like, oh my God, someone came out. But it's actually encouraged in this match. I have no idea. This is the first time ever. I have no idea what to expect. So we're all in this together. Hello, Christina. How are you? The former #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title of CPW right here, RAJI. Probably dodging tornadoes right now at this moment. Who main evented the big one last month for the world title against Grem. Will do it again here tonight. In a Bloodline Rules match, which encourages people to come running from backstage to come join the fight. I am really curious how this is going to go. And here comes our World Heavyweight Champion. I wonder who's got his back tonight.
And his opponent, representing the good guys, from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 240 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Grem.
There he is, the first and only world champion of CPW so far. He's a man in his own club. And while the title is not on the line tonight, this should be a very interesting match. All right, we're not going to get any explanation about what kind of match this is. So we're just going to get right into it, I guess. This is definitely not just your standard typical one-on-one match, though, let me tell you. There's going to be some crazy stuff about to go down. I'm really intrigued to see how this is going to break down. But for the moment, we see the world champion Grem here against RAJI one-on-one. Let the chaos ensue. And on a night where we see AzurRayne's face plastered all over the walls, I think this is a perfect time for some chaos. Here in our semi-main event, and there's RAJI trying to immediately cinch in a camel clutch. But the world champion breaks out and does a little bit of springboard torpedo action there. Nice enziguri from the big man, the big biscuit, RAJI. These two went toe-to-toe last month for the World Heavyweight title. Grem ended up walking out still the champion. This is RAJI's attempt to try to get a little bit of leverage back. Getting a non-title win over Grem would certainly put him in the driver's seat for the World Heavyweight title. Once again, a shot at it. We shall see what happens. What? Okay. And while this is not the person I suspected to come out to join the fight, we're going to get it. Apparently, WWE's Ilja Dragunov, real-life wrestler, has completely suicide dived out of the ring onto his own face. Okay. He comes out, his music plays, and who's this? And Uncle Howdy from WWE is now out here. Okay. Right. Okay. I guess you never know what you're going to get. Hopefully Grem is not glitched out, by the way. Oh, he seems to be unglued from the barricade. Okay, they are fighting. That's good. Well, I guess they both sent out some open recruit letters, like who wants to fight, help me in this match tonight. And I guess they went out, they extended to WWE as well, instead, and not just Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. So there you go. I was totally not expecting to see this go down, but I guess you never know what happens in the wild world of CPW. And well, right now, Grem is definitely in the driver's seat here. He's got two friends here helping him out. RAJI needs to get some backup out here. It's not looking good for him. Well, Grem's awfully proud of himself there. All right. Are we glitched again? Man, what is going on with this game tonight? Utterly broken. Come on. kidding me? Well, folks, I think that's about as far as this one's going to go, because there was actually a patch for this game that came out earlier today, and it absolutely broke the matches, because that's 2K for you. And this is what we get. Living, recorded, live stream proof of how they absolutely broke the game today with today's patch. There you go. I can't believe we made it this far tonight, knowing that this is a possibility that could happen in the game. It's actually a miracle. Yeah, we are absolutely broken right now. Is this going to fix something? Maybe? No. No. Well, this is a shame. What could have been, right? All right, so this obviously isn't going to go, so let me figure out what we're going to do here. Because this match isn't going to go. I'm actually curious if anybody else out there has this game. Is this doing this to your game as well? I mean, it has to be. It can't just be a me problem, right? So if any of you out there have this game, do some AI matches. Let me know. Hit me up. Does your game completely break with the character going down to the bottom of the screen and just being stuck there? It's really giving me like PTSD from last year's game, how broken that was. Whatever they did today, it absolutely broke the game entirely. But we're going to try this match type, and hopefully this will actually go accordingly. We've switched it over to a tables match, so maybe we can get a winner here. This is our semi-main event of the night, so there's only the last match left, which is the AzurRayne versus Nathan Moore match will be next, which is essentially 3 matches in one if it goes that far. Best 2 out of 3. And this is definitely a reminiscing match from last month, for sure, when the title belt was on the line. This time it's not. But still, RAJI getting an opportunity to fight the world champion here and get some bragging rights. Big butt splash onto Grem while he's down. And just using his weight to kind of toy and bully Grem around the ring while he's down on the ground. And, well, this is a tables match. RAJI elects to go for a kendo stick instead. I guess he wants to toy around with Grem before getting the big shot. Look at that. The size difference, the weight difference is obviously apparent here. Uh-oh, RAJI. Oh, man, I thought he was going to powerbomb him out of the ring for a second, and that would have actually went through a table. Oh, please don't glitch on the bottom. Please don't glitch at the bottom. Let's just get through a match without any kind of glitching happening at the bottom of the screen, please. Can we do that? Grem to the top, missing. And RAJI capitalizes with the German suplex. Oh, completely launches him. I thought he was going to fly out of the ring. Second time I thought he was going to fly out of the ring. All right, we've got ourselves a table now in play. All right, table has been retrieved. Table is in the ring. So far, so good. And it's actually really unfortunate that the originally scheduled match was buggy and busted because there were some very interesting variables going into that match had the game actually did what it was supposed to do. For example, like seeing possible people like Wizard Boz, Cassie Ryan, Rogue, Domino, and Thaddeus come out to the ring to help Grem and or RAJI. The way it had been imagined was going to be really cool, but unfortunately, you know, they couldn't get it right. So here we are. Plan B, table match. Still probably going to be pretty cool. Oh my God. Oh. Well, that table should have collapsed right there, but it didn't. Backup plan here. Look at Grem here. He's feeling it. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Oh, look at that. He actually busted RAJI open with the yeet punch. Grem liking that yeet punch. Uh-oh, he's got RAJI. Oh, no. Is this it? No, RAJI counters. Oh, man. I really thought that was it. Somehow he was able to capitalize and reverse out of that predicament. He almost got put through the table. Grem now in dangerous waters here. Uh-oh. Grem, the world champion, able to get out now. Oh, my God. This might be a very, not the match we all were anticipating, but still very intense in a certain situation because, oh, my God. RAJI completely linebackers Grem across the ring. Still a very intense situation when you got a table set up right there and anyone could get crunched through it. Uh-oh. Oh, Grem, wake up. No. Oh, my God. And the world champion gets crunched through the table by RAJI with the German suplex. RAJI gets the last laugh here tonight at Consequence, and Grem pays the consequence for retaining his world title against this man last month at the big one. He might still be the World Heavyweight Champion. The only World Heavyweight Champion ever is Grem, but he is going to go back home and nurse those shell-shocked wounds getting crunched through a table here tonight. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the original plan, which would have, had it worked correctly, seen Wizard Boz, Domino, Rogue, Cassidy Ryan, and other people come out to the ring and interfere in the middle of this thing. That would have been really sick and really awesome. That was the original game plan, but of course, this game doesn't exactly work properly. So we get a tables match, and RAJI wins out, winning here tonight.
Here is your winner, RAJI.
All right, it's time for the main event. This is our last match of the night. It's going to be AzurRayne versus Nathan Moore for the international title belt. I would have done another extra match, but because it's raining really bad outside and I could lose power at any time, and plus this game being really dumb tonight and glitching and crashing and the AI just being really broken after their update today, I just want to get through tonight's show, and hopefully they'll do a patch to fix their bullcrap that broke the game. So we're just going to try to get through this as quickly as possible. So, again, I would have put another match in here for some of you that are here that weren't booked, just put you guys in a match, but I just want to get through this as quickly as possible. So let's get through this last match and we'll call it. And then hopefully by next Tuesday, they'll have fixed their broken mess of a game. All right, so as we know, this is going to be just 2 people in a match for the belt. It's best 2 out of 3. And there's going to be 3 different match styles. So the first one up is going to be a table match. I know we just had a table match, but that wasn't the original plan. We were originally going to have a Bloodlines match, but that's obviously broken in the game. So we're going to have another table match right now between AzurRayne and Nathan Moore. And then no matter who wins this, we will go straight to a excuse me. We will go straight to a cage match. So first it's a tables match, then it's a cage match. If whoever doesn't win this, wins the cage match, we'll go to match 3, which will be Hell in the Cell.
The following is a tables match.
This is it, main event time, last match of the night.
Representing the Dangerous Alliance from your darkest fears. Weighing in at 222 pounds, Madman Clown.
Well, apparently Nathan Moore said, I don't care about the entrances. Let's get right into this thing. So that's what we're going to do. All right, here we go. Main event. It really doesn't matter who wins this first match. We're going to get through it one way or the other, but obviously whoever wins does get the advantage moving forward. So it's not make or break if you lose this thing, but you'll have the 1-0 advantage. So I guess that's the good thing about it. But here we go. The namesake match of our night tonight, as you can see on the banner in the back. Nathan Moore assaulting AzurRayne on his way to the ring. No doubt tired of his antics and his clowning around tonight. In AzurRayne's second match, actually at the end of this thing, AzurRayne has a possibility of being in 4 matches tonight. Can you believe it? Because he was involved in that Kappa title match at the start of the show. Nathan Moore vying to keep his international title belt around his waist. He's still the one and only champion here in CPW so far. AzurRayne would love to take it away from him here on his namesake event. Once again, a table match in play here. No pins, no submissions. The only way to win is to crunch your opponent through a table. At the conclusion of this match, the steel cage from earlier, featuring Miles, Alicia, Linky, will come down and surround the ring, and then match number 2 will go into play. All of this for that international title belt. Hopefully AzurRayne didn't glitch out here at the bottom of the screen. No, he gets back in the ring. That's good. Tables already available and set up by the staff and the ring crew on the left and the right side of the ring, if they choose to go for it. Nathan Moore going to take AzurRayne for a ride here on the outside. Oh my God, look at that camera angle. Now that's a camera angle right there. And look at AzurRayne. Oh! Right into the, actually a weak spot of Nathan Moore, really, if you think about it. That was actually pretty smart targeting there from AzurRayne. Going right for the chest area. He knows Nathan Moore had surgery and was out for a long time in the hospital. And he targeted. He knows what he's doing. Back in the ring we go. Nathan Moore electing to go out of the ring. All right, he's got his hands on the table. Oh my goodness. AzurRayne diving off the top, and nobody was home on that. He'll be feeling that in the morning. Nathan Moore wants to quickly get through this thing as quickly as possible and just crunch this crazy madman through a table. Is he going for the second one? Nathan Moore going for both tables now. He really wants to seal the deal on this thing. Oh, and a spear out of nowhere. Almost spearing the pointy-toed boots right out of AzurRayne. Nathan Moore, one table set up. I think he's going to try to end this thing right here, right now, as early as possible. And they know the rules of this thing. No pins, no submissions, no funny business. Just crunching your opponent through the table, like we saw just happen to Grem. Nathan Moore in big trouble here. Is this going to be how it ends? Just like we saw with Grem? No! And look at that. AzurRayne picking up the first. AzurRayne picking up the first win of the 3.
You are not prepared!
So AzurRayne up 1-0 on Nathan Moore, and now the steel cage will start to lower around the ring. And we will go into match 2 immediately. So we'll be back in just a moment as our ring crew brings down the steel cage, and we will go immediately into match 2 between these two. This is not over, but AzurRayne does have the advantage now.